Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking box. This is called G Series and is done by a company called BuzzTV. And yes, they came this time with a really good Google TV software. And I want to mention that if you are watching this on YouTube, this is going to be YouTube friendly. But if you are watching this on our website, this is a full review. Remember, and where you're watching it, that really matters. Except that this comes with a gigabit LAN, Bluetooth Remote, 4GB of RAM with 64GB internal storage. And I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon, select all, in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We'll have to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. In here are all the components that are part of the box. It comes with this user manual. I really like it that it's just simple page, but it has their logo and their name written very clearly. And then when you go into it, just like always, they have a really nice presentation. It will tell you how to connect it and the remote itself. It is a voice control remote. And then when you go to it, the pairing also written there. When you go next, they also have some setup and specification. Also some disclaimer and also some declaration. It does have a little QR code that you can scan and it will help you out. Also comes with a power adapter and it is 5 volt 2 amps, and the other side is USB Type-C, so you can connect it to the box and power it up. This is created for Canada, United States. It also comes with a HDMI cable and a remote. You can open it and they put it in the plastic so it doesn't get scratched up, but you can see from the top you have the power, and then you have a little star. There is the light indicator, numeric button. You also have the menu, and then the info button. You have 4 little color lights. This is really good. You can use it in the box. Mic, and also settings. Navigation key with the OK in the middle. And also you have the return key. You have a little live button, live icon button, and then home. Free TV, and this can be reconditioned, and you can connect it to other apps. And you can pair it with other apps. Now going in the bottom part of it, you have volume up and down, you have the mute, channel up and down, and then you do have some shortcuts for the popular apps, and then you have their logo. Now when you flip it on the side, there is a little part that you can open. Now they give you 2 AAA batteries you can put here, and this way it will be working. But once you go to the top, it does have an IR sensor, so you do not have to use the Bluetooth part. If you just want to use it towards the box or another box, this will really work as long as it is buzz. Now the big moment is the box itself. It's sitting inside of a little plastic. Once you take it out, it has their name really nicely written, but this is how the box really looks going around. And once you go to the top part of it, you have their logo really nicely. You do have a little light, which is really cool. This is a new touch. Going to the front, there's nothing here. And once you go to the right side, nothing. But once you go to the back, you do have an SD card reader, SPDIF for optical audio connection. You do have a LAN connection, HDMI connection. There's a little part right underneath of it so you can reset the box. Also, you have a 5 volt USB Type-C connection for power. And then going on another side, you have another USB Type-C connection so you can connect the hub. And also one USB 2.0 port. It does say HDMI, but there's nothing here. I do not know why they have that little writing, but that's about it. Once you go to the bottom, you have a sticker with the MAC address and serial number, and you do have the 4 little legs, so that way when you put it on the table, it should not move, and it doesn't move that much. That means if you have a heavier cable, this will not really pull. Enough said about it. Let's go and connect it. Now we're going to connect the power. First, we will connect the HDMI, and then the power, which is connecting right beside it. And then you will see the little light on the top. And let's go to the TV. As soon as it turns on, this is the first logo that you will get, and then it changes to Google TV. When you turn it on for the very first time after the logo, this is what you see. So number one, as soon as you put the batteries, it automatically connects. I didn't even get a chance for it to say for the remote to pair. It auto pairs if it's the first time. And then after that, grab your remote and select your language. In this case, it will be English. And then you have to select your country. In this case, you do have United States in the list, by the way. But I'm in Canada, so let's select. Now, this is the region. So you need to select North America in this case. And then it will tell you to select your region. So in this case, it should be here called Canada. We will select it. And then from this, you can set up your account very easily. So grabbing the remote, you need to scan this code. Makes it very simple for you to set up. And as you can see, it's already known what Wi-Fi I'm using, how it is going to be connected. Again, through the phone right now, I'm connected to one of the old accounts that I have, so it automatically connected me to 2.4 internet, as you can see it, but we will change it to Wi-Fi 7 that we have in-house. So in this part, we will click on Go to Google TV. So as soon as you go in, this is the main screen that you will get. And on the top, you have your account, and then you have search, home, movies, shows, apps. And then you also have some screensavers and settings. So when you click on settings, this is what you will see. So it has date and time, plus you have Wi-Fi settings, so you can change it to different Wi-Fi if you want to set it up. And also, the same place, you will also going to see screensaver, Bluetooth, audio output, accessories, and more is going to be in the bottom. And sometimes you will get a little pop-up right over here, tell you to clean everything. Makes it very simple. But once you go here, this is the main screen that you will get. So you have some apps. And by the way, yes, you can move these back and forth. So say, for example, this one, I just have to hold it for a couple of seconds. It will tell you to do these three things. I'm just going to move. And then I can move it back and forth to make it very compatible and very nice and smooth in order to do more. And then you can say done, and you are done. So this screen is really nice and easy to play with. Now there are some apps that are they recommending. These are not installed yet. I have installed a few, and we can go next and we can play with it. And the Buzz app also compatible to install on this that we will show in this video, hopefully if it becomes available. Except that this is how it goes. So the first app that we're going to test will be YouTube. And once you go to it, we can look for a 4K video. And now we can see that by default it plays it as 1080p. And there is 4K. So we will select 4K. And it plays it really quickly and very smoothly. So there's no delay to it in order to process. And that's how good it is. Now that's not it. Let's go next. Now once you go to it, this is the nerdy part. You can see that this is captured with 1080p. 0 frame drops. But this video has been pulled with 2160, which is 4K and 30 frames per second. Now going down, the color codation is really nice too. But this chip is playing it with AV1 or AV01 and OPUS, which is playing it very nicely. Now if you look underneath of it a little bit, you can see that the connection speed is there, network connectivity is right too, and the buffer health is really healthy and it plays it perfectly. Again, on the top, it still says 0 frame drop and the picture is flawless. Really like this. So the YouTube is a pass. The next thing we will go to will be AIDA64 or AIDA64. And as soon as you go in, you can see that the system name shows up there, which is called TV. But then when you go underneath of it, here's the manufacturer name. The model number is G Series, brand is BuzzTV, written properly. And then going down, there is the installed RAM, which is 4 GB, and the total memory is there too. Available memory is there too. Internal storage is 64 gig. You can see how much is available, and the rest that is available right now is about 50, but the rest of them has been taken care of by partition. That partition part of it is going to be your recovery, also how much is going to use for resources, and is going to play everything and the apps that we installed. And the Bluetooth still says 4+, but I know that there have more. And then going next will be CPU, and you can see that it is ARM Cortex-A53. The structure on this is 64-bit, but is running on 32. There's 4 cores. Here are the cores, the ones that are running and sleeping. And then going down, you can see that scaling governor is scheduled, which is really cool. Now, that's not it. Let's go next to display. You can see that the native resolution on this is 1080p. It is running on 92 dpi, about 91. And then Molly G30, this is the one I want to get to, is G310. It is 60 Hertz. It is landscape. And OpenGL is 3.2, which means this your gaming, if you have a 3D game, will run perfectly on this. The next part is going to be network. And once you go here all the way in the bottom, it will tell you the 5G network is compatible. Now we are even on 7, which this one plays it perfectly. When you go to Android, they're running Android 14. It's called Upside Down Cake. And everything else is right in the bottom that you're looking for. Now going under terminal, there's nothing has been written, and we're going to leave it as that. The codec is all over here that you are going to ask for and always asked for to see it is all going to be right over here, which is really cool. So this way you can play with it and you can learn more of which one they have and which one they are going to play with. But the ones that you're really looking for, this box has it all out of the get-go, so you're not going to fall behind on anything, and this will do the job for you accurately. I really like this. This is AIDA64 or IDA64 information. The next thing we will be testing is some video players, so let's just go to it. This is VLC, and this is the first time that we're going to select, and this way we have access to everything. So you can see that it is going to show us what doesn't have access, and we're going to give it access, and we will just press back and click on start. So these videos that I have are shared on the network. So the number one that we're going to play will be regular 720p, and we will select it, and it takes a couple of seconds, but then as soon as it plays it, you can see the detail on it is perfect. Now that was just one, so let's go to another one, and this is another soft video that you can see that it gives you not only that, but the voice is also there, and then this way you can hear it. So yes, it is nice and smooth, but the voice is really like it picks up perfectly. Now when we go to 1080p video, again it is playing it perfectly there. The sound is there too, but now the sound has not been captured, so I have to play it with the mic that I have. You can hear it in the background, but again it plays it perfectly. That's what I really like. Now that's not the only thing. We have a regular 4K video that I have shot, and you can see the background is really nice. There is a little pause on the start, but then it plays it. Again, remember that it gets it from the network, and that really matters because of where it is. It's not in this location. That's why there is a little bit of a problem for it sometimes to get connected and get it. But you can see that there's no pause right now. It is flawlessly playing it. And there's a lot of particles with those fans all the way going across to the back, and also all these shore, the water, and the ripples and the little effects. Everything matters on this. So that's why. Now when we go to 4K and 10-bit, this has a little pause, but once it plays it perfectly. When you press the OK button, it pauses really quick. You can see all those little birds that just flew by. Everything seems and also plays really smoothly. So again, 10-bit in 4K does pass. And yes, it just jumps from one video to another, so we have to just go into the settings and make sure it doesn't happen. But for the meantime, it does play perfectly on VLC. The next thing we will try will be analytic, or in this case, speed test. Let's try it. Now we are connected with 2.4 gigahertz of Wi-Fi 7, and this is Wi-Fi, by the way. So you can see that it already goes above the numbers that we are looking for. We have a gigabit internet and about 50 megabit of upload. So this is our download and this is our upload. So 316 megabits per second for our download, and now it goes for our upload. And it's about 28 megabit for our upload. Now let's test it again. This time you can see on the top we got a pop-up that the Ethernet is connected. So let's try it again. And this time you can see that it does pick up some numbers. And yes, we do have an IP on the top, which is going to be blurred. But for the meantime, I'm still waiting to get a number, and there you go. So this is a gigabit Ethernet. And why? Because we're getting over 500 and now 600 megabits per second. So it's almost 600. We got 592 megabits per second. Again, it's a really good number because there's a lot of things connected right now to that network. And we have about 29 megabits per second upload. And that means, as if you look in the bottom, you have 1080p up to 8K is streamable with this number. Now, we are wired. That's where you got this number. Now, you have to understand that this is using Google TV in order to have this ready for you. So this was our speed test. All the links will be available at the bottom of the video, and if you have any questions, drop them at the bottom of the video. We'll have to help you out ASAP. Except that this was our take. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is exitex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places. And thank you.